This lead source really does perform better than this other one, and I'm not getting faked out by misinterpreting my data. Today, we're going to dive right in. We got a question in the community this week that I thought was interesting. Somebody asked, how do you, I want to send 2 different promotions to my list. Maybe it was 2 different pricing offers, I think it was. And I want to see which one works better. And man, you have the very best possible tool to run a promotion, a test rather, like that with your Ontraport account. And I want to show you how to do it real quick because it's very simple, but it's important you get it set up right so that when the test is over, you have the data that you wanted. The reason that Ontraport is the best possible tool for this sort of thing is that most systems allow you to do a split test of a page or an email, and the results of that test are based on something like opens or clicks of an email or conversions of a page. And that's cool, but what we learn when we do marketing online is that it's really easy to get confused about the meaning of the results of our tests when we're not measuring exactly the right thing. So what I mean by that is that you'll find that it's really easy, for example, if you're advertising, it's really easy to get a lot of traffic to your website, and it might be really inexpensive traffic, and you might be feeling like if you're measuring cost per visitor, you might find that you can get that cost per visitor down low, down to like pennies, right? But then what you'll discover is that those visitors don't ever buy because they're all from cell phones in some developing part of the world or something like that. Very easy to get a lot of traffic from places that don't buy. And so it turns out that measuring visitors doesn't work, right? So what do? Well, we go, let's measure costs per lead, right? Let's see how many people fill out my form. And so then you start optimizing for cost per lead. That's a little bit farther down in your funnel. Well, that's cool, but you'll also find that you can generate a lot of leads that don't turn into good customers. Whereas with other marketing programs, you might find that you'll generate fewer leads at a higher cost even, but that at the end of the day, they're better leads because they become customers, right? And so using cost per lead as an indicator of your success is actually not effective. It will lead you down all sorts of blind alleys. So what do? Well, you want to go deeper still into the funnel and look at well, let's not measure cost per lead. Let's not measure cost per visitor. Let's not measure cost per lead. Let's measure cost per sale, right? And that's typically kind of the best that people can do if they've got their systems set up, right? And that's pretty good because at least you know you're getting sales, right? So if you get a bunch of sales from this source, then you're going to figure out, well, in general, that's going to be pretty good. But you'll, even in that scenario, you're going to figure out that some sales are better than others. You'll have maybe a particular source of traffic that gives you buyers that refund a lot, or that buy your entry-level products but don't ever upgrade through your upgrade path, or they don't buy your upsells, or they subscribe but they cancel really quickly. Whereas other sources of traffic might deliver you much better, more valuable customers. You also might find that you will find, this is definitely something you'll find, that some sources of customers convert much faster than other sources of customers. They might convert in a day or two versus a month or 2 or 9. And that really matters if you're spending ad dollars, because the faster you get paid, the sooner you can turn that ad dollar back into another ad. And the faster you get that cycle going, the faster your business will grow. That's sort of like basic math. If you work that out on a piece of paper, you'll see that the faster you can turn over your ad dollars, the much better you're going to be in terms of scaling your business. So time to conversion is an important metric if you're spending money on ad dollars. And you will definitely see big discrepancies in time to conversion from different sources. So maybe sales aren't even deep enough into the funnel. Well, what is it that you really want to measure? Well, you want to measure good customers, right? Is it customers that retain through the first 30 days of their subscription, or customers that don't refund in the first 90 days? Or is it even deeper? Is it customers that stay and refer a friend down the road, right? The deeper you can measure into your funnel the results of your advertising, the more confident you can be that the interpretations you make of your results are going to be accurate, right? This ad really does, this lead source really does perform better than this other one, and I'm not getting faked out by misinterpreting my data. So the ability to measure your results against conversions that happen deep in your funnel is crucial. And Ontraport allows you to do that in a way that basically no other platform allows you to do. And we do it, as far as I know. And we do it right here on the campaign builder. And there's a couple of ways that happens. And I'm not going to get into like total campaign reporting. We did another video on that. And I think it's called Campaign Builder Part 2 or something like that. Performance mode is the video, and it's in Training Tuesdays, so you can look at how we measure our campaigns on performance mode. But I don't think I got into split testing specifically, so that's what we're going to do today. So let's dive into this map, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a campaign that sends out 2 different versions of a promotion. And then we want to measure our results, not on opens and clicks, because that's not what matters, but actually on purchases of the product. Okay, so here we go. This is a campaign. It's just a blank one. I'm gonna add a split test. So this is a filter, and I'm gonna click this split test, and you can see that I've got 2 versions right now, right? And so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna run my promotions, right? Send an email. Wait a little bit, send another email, and wait a little bit. Okay, and I'll send another email, and let's pretend that's our promotion. Okay, so that is version A, and these emails might be promoting a 50% off offer, or whatever it is, or a certain price point, or whatever it might be. And then we go over to version B. And we send an email, and we add a wait, and we send an email, and we add a wait, and we send an email. Okay. Now then, this is going to be our other offer, right? This is going to be our other offer down here. So it's a different price point or whatever it might be. Notice that in case you are, you have a particular offer that is working, it can be pretty risky to just suddenly take half of your traffic and try out something random. Because if it doesn't work at all, you could be really hurting your business, right? Especially if you're at relatively high volumes. And so we have given you this little slider, so you can take and not just split your traffic in half, but maybe split your traffic in take 15% of your traffic and try something else out, and keep the 85% on the stuff that you know is working, so that you don't shoot yourself in the foot with a bad test. So that's what that slider is for. And then what do we do? This is, when we get later on, we're going to put people through this thing. It's going to split test people down the paths. They're going to go down the paths, and you're going to be able to see your opens and clicks in performance mode by, you know how that works when you're in performance mode. I can't do that right now because, I guess I can. This campaign no longer exists. It hasn't been published yet. So that's what we've got here. But you'll see later on that you'll see your opens and clicks and the Samsung opens and clicks, and that's kind of your top level like performance, but that's not what we're going for. What we're going for is sales, right? So what do? Down here at the bottom, we add a goal. This is the crucial piece, right? And the goal is buys my product, right? Buys, oh wait, it's purchase. Purchases a product, and they purchase 42 cats. Boom. All right. Now, what you can have a second goal too. Maybe it is. Actually, let me just delete that one real quick, because we want to have this wait until the goal is reached. So I'll just add another goal here. And maybe the goal is that they buy your second product, they upgrade to the next level, or they buy your follow-on product. Or maybe if it's subscription, maybe the second goal is they're still subscribed 30 days later. Something like that, right? So you want, looking again deeper and deeper into the funnel. Now, what do we do to see what's working and what's not? We just go back into performance mode and we look at goal conversion. And what's going to happen here is you're going to be able to see, again, this isn't published and there's no traffic here, so this isn't going to be able to calculate. But what you're going to see is you're just going to click on the goal, and you're going to be able to see which % of your sales came from either side of the split test and the conversion rate, right? Because obviously we have only 15% of our people going down one side, 85% going down the other. So hopefully, we'll have a lot more sales on the 85% side, but you want to look at the conversion rate, right? Like, of the people who came down here, which percentage of them are reaching the goal? And the goal conversion rate chart is going to, the report rather, is going to give you exactly that information. So you're going to be able to see really clearly, not just opens and clicks, although you can see that too, but specifically, which one of these promotions is driving real buyers. And then we can go down farther on the map and we can click this other goal and it'll recalculate it and it'll say, okay, maybe we got buyers that are buying the initial product, but which one of the buyers are really sticking around? Or which one of these buyers are really progressing through my upgrade path of products and spending more money with me over time? Maybe the goal is has bought my third product or whatever it might be, right? So that is how you do it. That's how you create a split test using the campaign builder, and it's how you do testing right. And that is not just to look at the fluffy data on top, which is opens and clicks and activity, but really, where does the rubber meet the road? And that is at purchases, at referrals, at retention, right? At Ontraport, we love people to sign up for our platform, but what we really care about is retention. So we definitely know that we can get customers that come around but then don't stick around. So we have to be really careful to track deep into the funnel and look at where are we getting the customers that actually stick around and stay customers for a long time, because that's the only ones that are worth investing in for us, right? So it's going to be the same for you. So test your results based on goals deep in the funnel, use the campaign builder, and that's how you get it done.